Friends and viewers, good day. Let's start a very beautiful tale. The name of this tale is The Confectioner, His Wife, and the Parrot. Once upon a time, there was a confectioner, a baker, who lived in Egypt, and a wife famous for her beauty and her loveliness. He also had a parrot which, depending on the occasion, served as a watchman. The parrot served as a watchman, guard, bell, and spy, and she would flap her wings if she heard a fly buzzing around the sugar. The parrot was extremely beautiful, troublesome. The parrot was extremely troublesome. For the wife, she always told the husband what took place during his absence. Now, what happened? One evening, before going out to visit certain friends, the confectioner, the baker, gave the bird strict instruction to watch all night and told his wife to lock everything up tightly because he would not return until morning. Because the man, the confectioner, was very suspicious about his wife, about his beautiful wife. So he told his wife to lock up everything tightly because he would not return till next morning. No sooner did he leave the house than the woman went to fetch her old lover, who returned with her, and they passed the night together in mirth and merriment. While the parrot observed everything, sometimes in the morning the lover left, and when the husband returned, the parrot informed him about what had taken place. So the confectioner rushed to his wife's room and gave her a terrible beating. Then she thought to herself, who could have informed against me? And she asked a woman with whom she was intimate whether it had been her. The woman protested and swore that she had not betrayed her mistress. But she did reveal that on the morning of her husband's return home, he had stood some time in front of the parrot's cage and had listened to her talk. When the wife heard this, she decided to bring about the destruction of the bird. Some days after, the husband was once again invited to the house of a friend where he was to spend the night. Before leaving, he gave the parrot the same instruction as before. He gave the parrot the same as before, and his mind was set at ease because he had his spy at home. But the wife and her confidante began to plan how they could determine the credit of the parrot, how to take the revenge from the parrot with the master. As a part of their plan, they created a fake storm over the parrot's head by grinding a hand mill, pouring water on a piece of a hide, and waving a fan over a candle. And this way they made it seem that there was a tempest of rain and lightning, and the parrot was drenched and half drowned in a deluge. The thunder rolled and the lightning flashed from the hand mill and the candle. The parrot thought to herself, in truth, this is a flood that is perhaps greater than the one that Noah had witnessed. Upon saying this, she buried her head under a wing and prayed to terror. On his return, the husband went directly to the parrot in order to take the information that what had happened on his absence. to ask what had happened during his absence, and the bird answered that she found it impossible to describe the deluge and the tempest of the past night, and that years would be required to explain the uproar of the hurricane and storm. When the shopkeeper heard the parrot talk of last night deluge, he said, "Certainly, O bird, you have gone clean out of your mind. There wasn't the slightest drop of rain or flash of lightning last night. You have utterly ruined the ancient reputation of my house and family. My wife is the most virtuous woman living today, and all your accusations concerning her are false." In his fury, he threw the cage onto the ground and tore off the parrot's head and threw it out the window. Soon his friend, who had come to pay a visit, arrived and saw the parrot with her head torn off and without wings and feathers. When he was informed about what had happened, he suspected some trick on the part of the woman and said to the husband, "When your wife leaves home to go to the hammam bath, compel her confidante to disclose her secret." So as soon as the wife went out, the husband entered his harem and insisted that the woman tell him the truth. She recounted the whole story to her husband, and the husband now bitterly repented having killed the parrot, because now he had clear proof of the bird's innocence. And this is the story of the confectioner, his wife, and the bird. How his wife had taken the revenge from the bird, and how her husband again became sure of the innocence of the bird. Thank you very much.